Okay. So here we've got 0.3 molar lead 2 nitrate. Could you hold that up for the camera, please? There we go. And we've got 0.3 molar HCl. Thank you, Taylor. So now what we're going to do is we're going to measure out 5.0 mils of the lead 2 nitrate, and at the same time here, Taylor will measure out 1 mil, or 1.0 mils of the 0.3 molar HCl. Now, if you don't have dropping bottles here, then you can use a pipette to make this measurement. And the idea is to try and get the meniscus, the bottom part of the U, onto the line you need. So 5 for Sam and 1 for Taylor. Alright, so go ahead now and pour both of those into a test tube. Yeah, make sure the test tube is a fairly largish one. Could you put that next to the graduated cylinder just so we can get an idea? See, something a bit bigger than that, which is good. And we're looking for a precipitate here. And if we bring this up to the camera, could you bring it up to the camera? You can see if there's no precipitate. Taylor, go ahead and measure out another 1.0 mils of the HCl. Okay, go ahead and add that into the solution here. And let's give that a little bit of a stir, please, with the stirring rod. We see some particles here, don't we? Could you bring this up to the... Yeah, bring this up to the camera, please. A little bit higher. There we go. Yeah, that's nice. Alright, let's go ahead now and stick this into the hot water. And what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can get this precipitate to dissolve. Just leave the stirring rod in there, please. I'm going to zoom in here on the solution. And every so often, Samuel will give that a little bit of a stir. How are we looking?
It's almost gone.
Almost gone?
Yeah,
okay.
Just a little on the bottom.
I'm sorry?
Just a little bit at the bottom.
Okay. Alright. It's good. Okay. Looks like it's dissolved, right?
Yep.
So let's go ahead and could you please put the cold water out the front there? That's good. Okay, let's go ahead and stick that into cold water. So we saw it dissolve in the hot water, and now we're going to see what it does in the cold water. And we'll wait a couple of minutes here, and if we see a precipitate, then we're going to start adding 1 ml portions of cold water to see if it dissolves or not. Okay. Alright, now we can go ahead and stir it, Sam. We'll see if they've got any precipitate going here.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, I think I can see some on the bottom there. Yeah, I can see a little bit. Yeah, I can see it there, sort of swirling around. Alright, good. Let's go ahead now, Taylor, and please add 1 ml amounts of DI water to that. We can go ahead and take that out of the water bath now, Sam, while we're adding the 1 ml portions. Okay, so make sure you're in the shot, please. There we go, that's good. Okay, let's go ahead and add that. Okay, give it a bit of a stir around, please. So what we're going to do is continue adding 1 ml portions until it dissolves. Making sure you count them. Alright, that's good. Put another one in. Looks like there's still a little bit of solid in there. ahead. And give it a bit of a stir. And it looks like it's dissolved. Alright, could you bring that up to the camera please? And you can see that's pretty much dissolved now. That's good. Thank you. So what Sam's got in his hand here is a Conch HCl dropping bottle. And I want to give you an idea about how to use a dropping bottle. Sam, could you bring that closer to the camera please? And sort of point it towards the camera so I can see the knob on the top there. So you see it's got this little nub here. Now down the side here it's got these channels as well. So what Sam is going to do is he's going to turn the top there and make it so it's in line with one of those channels. Now the story is that HCl can travel in the channels, and there's a little channel here in the knob as well, and it's going to come up here and sit down on the side. Alright, so let's go ahead and put that down now, Sam. And now what Samuel's going to do is he's going to get a little bit of the cobalt chloride hydrate. Now we've already measured out 0.1 of a gram, and we're pretty certain that, hang on, let me zoom in on that. You can see how much he's got there on the end of that small spatula. That's about 0.1 of a gram, because we already measured that out to see what that would look like. So that's a good guidance there for you. Now if you want to weigh out the 0.1 grams, that's fine, but I don't really see the need to, because we're not really that interested in the amount. Alright, go ahead now and add that to the test tube. Alright, that's good. Thank you. Now we need to add about 2 mils of this concentrated HCl. So you can see what Samuel's going to do. You know, he's putting his hand or his finger on the top there, and that's important. That's so that the top doesn't fall off. And I'm going to zoom in on that so you can actually see the drips going in. There we go. And you can see it's just dripping through. He's putting about 25 drops in. That's going to be equivalent to about 2 mils. Alright, sorry. So let's give that a bit of a swirl here, please, Taylor. And you can see it's a nice blue colour. Yeah, that's nice. Alright, that's great. Okay. So now what Samuel's going to do is he's going to add 2 mils of water to this cobalt chloride solution that we've created. It's currently deep blue colour. Go ahead and add the water, Samuel, and see what happens. Oh, give it a little bit of a swirl. Oh, looks like it's changed colour, doesn't it? Alright, so in the next step, what we're going to do is we're going to put this into hot water and see what happens then. Right. So we've got our solution now. Could you please put it in the camera? A little bit higher. There we go. So there's our solution. As you can see, it's a pinkish colour. And now what we're going to do is we're going to put it in hot water. Now go ahead and do that, please. I've got it in a 250 ml beaker, and it's, as you can see, there's bubbles on the bottom, but it's not quite boiling yet. So we're going to leave that in there for about 3 minutes, and I'm actually going to leave this. Sit while, and so you can see what happens while we're heating it. Let's go ahead and zoom in. Would you please give that just a tad of a swirl, please, Sam? Okay. That's good enough? Okay, go ahead and put it back in. Probably not really necessary to swirl it, but you can already see what's going on with this. It was a pink colour, now it's a kind of a magenta, I suppose. But we're going to leave it in there a bit longer, we'll see what happens to it. I want to leave it in there for about 3 minutes. It's been in there for about a minute now, right? Alright, so it's been about 3 minutes, hasn't it? Okay, let's go ahead. Could you please put that in front of the hot plate here? Alright, this is just cold water. We're going to stick this into the cold water and we'll see what happens. Give it a little bit of a swirl, please. And you can see what's happened was it was blue. Now it's gone back to red. Okay.